And it's that time of the year where we're digging into our taxes, our expenses as business owners, salespeople. We're looking at what's the money going in, what's the money going out, does it make sense, and ROI. And I hear quite a bit more times than not, more than once, often. People right now looking at things and evaluating the ROI on the investments that they made in 2025. And just a couple of pointers I want to give to you if you're sitting there doing that. There's a cost of action, right? There's a cost to associate with business, and there's a cost of inaction, right? So if you get rid of something, what's the downside? If you add more, what's the upside? And what I want to say is this: that often we look at the hard cost and the immediate return, and you have to look at where you're trying to go. So where your goal is determines the vehicle more so than the vehicle determining where you're going to go. And what do I mean by that? Just because you buy a Suburban doesn't mean you're going to all of a sudden begin doing really long road trips. If all you do is drive around town and it's a couple of miles and you don't have a boatload of kids or dogs or anything, probably a Suburban is not a great car from a return on investment type thing. You might be able to get by with something smaller, heck, a golf cart. By the same token, if you travel the world and you're like an RV type person and you got your family on the road and you're working, maybe you need something even bigger. So your vehicle should be determined more by your desired destination. If you're trying to grow your business to where you make six figures, 100 grand a year, you need a different vehicle or different vehicles, different tools than somebody that's trying to grow to 100 grand a month or 100 grand a week. You're going to invest in different things. And where we sit right now, like where your W-2 is a direct reflection of your overall skill set. If you're stuck, if it's not where you want it to be, it's not the world holding you back. It's not some systemic anything. It's your lack of skills or lack of being able to go out and acquire higher on skills that keeps you stuck because somebody else is there. Somebody else is ahead of you. It's not impossible to do. So it's our lack of skills. So if we start looking at things like that, how do I grow? How do I get unstuck? It's by adding additional skills. But again, only add the skills based on the destination that you're going. If your goal is to have a business that makes 100 grand a year, going out and investing tens of thousands of dollars into a CRM probably doesn't make sense. You don't need that to attain your goals. Now, maybe if you're doing something bigger, maybe you do. If your goal is to make 100 grand a year and you want to do so very, without a ton of outlay, maybe today a great investment for that business and the 100 grand a month is to go out and spend 5-10 grand to learn how to do video, to tell stories, to go out because you believe that storytelling is something that's going to be applied today in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. So maybe that's a great place for everybody to invest some money in. But you have to look at your business and say, if I do A, and if I'm paying for this, am I closer to my goal or further away? And long term, right, your goal is not next week, 2 weeks, but maybe a year, 3 years, 5 years down the road. So make sure that where you're investing your money, the vehicles that you're choosing, where you're spending your money is going to get you to your long-term goals. And sometimes we just have to be a little bit more patient. So if something's running, you're not losing money on it, it helps out a couple of people, maybe that makes sense. So look at the vehicle and the destination and don't break them out into separate things. And I think you will maybe, I don't know, feel a little bit better about where you spend your money if long term you can see that there's a payoff there. That's it. Have a great day.